I look?
Like a widow in mourning.
Perfect. He'll know I'm available.
Hi, Dorothy.
Oh, hi, honey.
Oh, so...
Knows how many other women he took advantage of.
Ladies, I can explain, but now is not the time.
I'll tell you what time it is. Time for a hanging. Somebody get me a rope.
And a tree from props.
Wait a minute. Let me speak.
3!
Excuse me, ladies, but we always dress for dinner here. And in your case, we'd appreciate it if you do that for all 3 meals.
You know, Rose, I'm really enjoying this. You and I having a quiet cup of coffee together.
That was good, Blanche. Now do Brer Rabbit.
I believe the fun is about to begin. Ladies?
I think I got to him, don't you?
Your eyes are as good as rolled back.
I do believe that things are going to turn out even better than I...
Oh, no.
And it's finally happened. I cannot believe it. I have lost it, haven't I?
In more back seats than any woman I know.
Ma, you're not feeling any better, are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
But you look terrible.
Gee, I guess I won't be making it in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
Blanche, last weekend you ate so many pudding pops, you could have built the Eiffel Tower from the sticks.
That is not what I meant. I meant everything just hangs on me.
Of course it does. That's why you have to cover it with a dress.
If you added up all the times that we did what he is doing right now, Blanche still should have been home 15 minutes ago.
Where are you going?
To either get ice cream or commit a felony. I'll decide in the car.
Dorothy, I just had a terrible nightmare.
Ma, what was it?
This. Break it up. Stanley, think of me as the Berlin Wall. Try to climb over me, and you'll know what barbed wire between your legs feels like.
Oh, Dorothy, I thought you'd never come home. I have to talk to you.
There's something wrong. Is it Ma?
Oh, no, she's fine. It's just that you're out so late on a school night.
What?
I mean, how was your date with Elliot?
Wonderful, as usual.
Dorothy,
Well, don't look at me.
Rose, you made the reservation.
I know. I just don't want you looking at me.
Look, I'm terribly sorry about the mix-up, but this is not for us. We'd like to leave.
I'm afraid you're with us for the night, ladies. The bus doesn't leave down the mountain till tomorrow morning.
Ladies, may I show you to your room?
Just...
No, she wouldn't.
Yes, she would.
No, she wouldn't.
Yes, she would.
How can you be so sure?
I'm a Leo. We're all very sure of ourselves.
Well, it looks like I've got a wedding to go to.
I'm going to a wedding myself. Do you mind if I walk with you?
Not at all. You know, you're a very wise person. What did you say your name was?
I didn't.
woke up still in his arms.
Blanche, you and Nixon?
Nixon? Ugh, no. I can't even picture Nixon naked. I think he must look like one of those little dress-up dolls. Just little mounds of plastic to indicate where everything... Oh, you see, Rose, the Greeks and Romans always sculpted men. They admired the beauty of the male form. Its sinewy, muscled hardness, its rippling loins, its chiseled buttocks. My, it's getting hot in here.
It certainly is.
I have 25. Do I hear 30?
Oh, just one of the Donaldson boys trying to sell us a newspaper subscription again.
Oh, those Donaldson kids won't take no for an answer.
Neither would their father at our 4th of July barbecue.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jonathan Newman.
Are you absolutely sure?
Good, aren't they?
Oh, I don't need them. Then why do you want them? To play army.
And sometimes I like to line them up around my bed and pretend I'm Gulliver.
You know, Blanche, you put yourself through this hell every year. Are you sure it's worth it?
Of course it's worth it. On my anniversary...
Canary in the bureau drawer. Write me.
I'm starting to root for the revolution.
Well, we're here now. Come on, let's make the best of it.
Yeah, maybe this room isn't a total loss. Look here, a vibrating bed. Come on, let's give it a try. Come on, it'll be fun.
3 hours? Reading, writing, and rooster inseminating?
No, we just teach the first 2 R's.
Fine. But you're going to be sending people out into the world who don't know you can get a nasty rooster bite if you don't warm your hands up first.
Girl, I'm so happy and so sad. Kind of a happy sad.
Speaking of sad,
Shut
Blanche.
up, Rose.
She's crying already. What's the difference?
Rose, pick that up.
I just can't believe it.
Really? I haven't noticed anything unusual. Oh, you filthy pig. Okay, I admit the dirty note was a little... Cup of tea, Ma.
Good idea, pussycat.
Ma, you never thought I wasn't your daughter, did you?
Of course not.
Because if you want to check the results
Oh,
of...
don't talk crazy. Go in and make the tea. I'll be right in.
What have you got there?
Nothing.
Oh, they pay for everything.
What a prize! Hey, let's go for it, Rose.
Wait a minute. We're not just getting married because of the contest, are we?
Oh, no. Oh, sweetheart, no. I'm marrying you because I love you. I mean, the prize.
Rose, honey, would you pass me the tuffet?
Oh, with pleasure, Blanche.
Yes.
Men only value that in you.
Well, they used to. Now my only hope is to become an intellectual and find a retired Jew.
Blanche, you have to change your thinking. You have...
No,
What is it?
it's a beetle.
They call it a fly, but it's really a beetle?
Yes.
How do they know it's Spanish?
Because it wears a little sombrero.
Well, why don't they just call it a beetle? Spanish beetle.
Because they call it Spanish fly.
Well, then what do they call their fly?
I don't care, Rose! Forget it!
That's okay. I'll just let it ring.
I tell you, we're here because we have a very dear friend who is a patient here, and we have some concerns. She's a lovely old woman, very sweet and very kind, and we would really hope that in some way, you could... Damn it, will you answer the phone?
I felt like dressing up.
Well, it's about the movies. Would you mind if we didn't go?
Well, no. What do you feel like doing?
Why don't we just do what we did last night?
We didn't do anything last night.
Sounds good to me.
Al, we have to talk.
Can't it wait till after moonlighting? There's a special episode on tonight.
Football.
Actually, he was so crushed by my rejection that he gave up football and turned gay.
Blanche, you don't turn gay. You're either gay or you're not. You had nothing to do with it.
Dorothy, if he had been gay before, he would have had better taste in jewelry.
Men are pigs.
The first effects of Hurricane Gale are now directly being felt along the South Florida coast.
Oh, have all the acts shown up?
Are we all set? Where's the MC?
All set. Ladies, trees are falling. Power lines are down.
A cold winter's night, but all year long. Take care of them, God. If anything happened, I just...
Rose, thanks for the lovely prayer. Now shut up and get into...
Ring the bell. The farmer takes a wife. The farmer takes a wife. Such a
beautiful bride. Such a lovely church. Such a long walk. Oh, God, my hamstring. I've blown out my hamstring. Oh, no, I'm okay.
You bet, darling. Rose Nyland, if I didn't know better, I might think you were trying to steal my boyfriend.
I'm innocent, Blanche.
Oh, I know it. That's why Gary's dating me.
He's a lewd, horny, oversexed beast with 5...
Okay, Mrs. Hawkins. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about your mother's history.
Picture it. Sicily, 1900. An olive-skinned woman set sail for the New World.
I was talking about her medical history.
So was I. You think that was a pleasure cruise?
Oh, Sophia! Dorothy!
What? Oh, God, I don't know how to tell you this. What? Oh, it's about your mother.
Ma!
Oh, my God, and the dog. I think he ate your mother.
Ma!
Some attack dog. He hid under the table, peed on the floor, and ran out the back.
Cage was empty. Where could she be?
Honey! Oh!
Hello, Princess.
Daddy.
Oh,
Oh, honey, so good to see you again.
You look wonderful.
I guess you have some pretty big news for us, huh, Kate?
Rose, why don't give them their privacy?
Oh, Ma, I hate it when you're right, and I guess I knew you were right all along.
What are you going to do, Dorothy?
Well, I'll have to have a talk with Eddie. I mean, it is obvious that this relationship has to taper off. All right, I'll end it.
That's floor in the garden area, Isaac. I know how you love to dance.
I do? Well, then let's have at it.
See what I mean?
Yeah, listen, Rose, before you go,
We'll be back in just a little while.
You can't get rid of me, Sophia. I won't give up until I make you mine.
Here, hold this.
Swept up in the wave?
Yes, that's it. Can't use this towel.
Blanche, it's an emergency. We'll replace it next week.
Oh, no, you cannot replace this towel. There are too many fond memories attached to this towel.
Blanche, please, I am in no mood to hear about the parade of endless sexual encounters that you have experienced up and down the...
Don't take anything.
I'm meeting my family, so I can only give you a little while.
Oh, and we appreciate it very much. You see, my mother is having a memory problem. We were hoping, that if we looked around the apartment, it...
There's no need to explain.
Being with you guys these last few weeks is the most fun I've had in years. You really made me forget my loneliness. Thanks. I can't believe it. I'm going to the Bahamas. Day-o, day-o, day-o.
Escape from It's a Small World.
Come, my darling daughter. Mother has made you your favorite breakfast.
Lasagna in meat sauce?
Doesn't it look delicious? And think, for just $5.95, the recipe can be yours.
Hold it! Stop! Giving directions.
Dorothy, I gave Kate the directions over the phone.
And who are you, Rand McNally? You couldn't make a mistake.
Shall I set this down someplace?
No, Rose. Go to the corner and open a stand.
Dorothy.
I'm sorry. It's just that
This is bad. A recurring dream. Night after night, I had this awful dream that I was trapped in an enclosed space full of men.
Now, what could that mean? Let's give this a second.
Now, wait a minute. There's more to it.
Until then, beer will have to do.
Hey, guys, what about me?
Blanche!
Well, that's more like it.
Shut the door.
See? What did I tell you? That's why I wanted you to come down and see for yourself. Look at that. The men are practically swarming all...
I should do what to myself? Hello?
Dorothy, is your mother all right?
Oh, fine. She does something wrong, suddenly she's my mother. It's never too soon to start a baby book.
Oh boy, we're going to a sperm bank. I can't think of a better way to pep up a slow day. Hear his voice like he was standing next to me. Sophia, take a chance. Go for it. I didn't mean to hurt you, pussycat. I guess I did it for your father.
Come on. That's a load of crap.
What's wrong?
What makes you think there's something wrong?
Oh, please, Stan, we were married for 38 years. You can disguise your bald head, but you can't hide your emotions. Now, what's wrong?
I lost it, Dorothy.
You never had it, Stanley.
This is too funny. I have to get my camera from the car.
Angela, I wish you wouldn't rush right back to Newark after the funeral. Why don't you stay at the house for a couple of days?
I gotta get back to work. I was just promoting.
As a base.
Fine, we'll just cook in the fireplace and pee in the broom closet. Al? Then, well, until I was 17.
What happened then?
Your father put his hand in my blouse. So I felt soiled, filthy, dirty. You know, in love. But this time I'm gonna fulfill my destiny.
One of you, go out with him.
What?
Oh, I feel terrible for what he's going through, but I'm not about to cancel my date.
So you want me to cancel mine?
You don't have a date.
Nobody knows that.
Well, I'd do it, Dorothy, but I'm really no good at listening to people's problems.
Rose, you're a
Poor kid, a D minus.
That's because substitute teachers aren't authorized to impose the death penalty. Well, since Blanche is having dinner with Jamie, we have a very important decision to make.
How about pizza?
Sounds great.
Should we go healthy and get whole wheat crust and low fat?
Oh, hello, Rose.
Oh, Blanche, you won't believe what happened to me today. It was so exciting. I've been waiting for somebody to come home so long, I thought I was going to burst.
Well, you won't believe what happened to me today in the dean's office.
I was driving down Biscayne Boulevard listening to WREQ, the big band.
What's happening out there?
Shut up, I think I hear something.
I don't hear anything.
What was that?
Gunshots! Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God, that could have been Al. We have to do something.
You heard what he said. We're not to move. We have to wait till he comes back.
Yeah, but what happens if he can't come back? Oh, thank God you're all right.
Is everything...
Would have gotten away with it, too. But while she was giving herself hickeys with a vacuum cleaner, she stepped into a puddle.
To most mothers, that would be a cry for affection. To you, it's just ammo. Let's just change the subject, okay?
Well, if we're done with our journey through the land of make-believe...
He was talking to you.
Oh. I'm having a little trouble putting this all together. Clayton, I just feel like I don't know you anymore.
I'm the same person. I always was.
No, you're not. You used to be just like me.
What? Great looking?
Yes.
Nice try, Dorothy. Rose, you taste it.
Rose, don't! That tea was for my mommy.
You try to do right by your kid.
Nice to see you again, Dorothy.
You too, Mr. Weinstock. When did you get in?
Oh, you mean in town yesterday?
You should have called. I could have made you dinner.
These Bornak, now shame on you. She is your mother. She's 85 years old and she wants a new pair of shoes. How many more chances do you think you're going to have to buy her shoes? Oh, what I would give to be able to buy my mother's shoes one more time.
You want to take her?
Screw that, she's your mother.
Not Lebanese, Blanche. Lesbian.
Lesbian. Lesbian. Lesbian.
Ma, are you in there?
You know, this is the first time in years I felt like the real me.
I'd better be going now.
Well, all right, but before you do, I just want to thank you for a lovely evening.
Oh, I guess he bought dinner.
Sophia,
Don't mind me. The Best of Carson is coming on.
in here.
No, Blanche in Hollywood, but they pipe it through these little wires and it comes out of it. It was the worst of times. It was the worst of times. It was Sicily, 1922.
Oh, Ma, I have a problem.
Just sit down and listen. First of all, is everyone who lives in this house here at this very moment?
Yes?
Then for the last time, picture it. Sicily, 1922.
Through 3 times, once with 10 items, once with 9 items, and once with 6 items.
No, Rose, what kind of a moron would do that? Anyway,
You let a plumber get away?
We don't need him.
Like hell. I'm going after him.
Come on, Dorothy, let's move this little beauty.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, honey, she won't budge. Oh, Rose, I don't think we're going to be...
Guy comes to the door, he talks too fast, you get confused. You'd think they'd have more respect for senior citizens.
I lent him the car.
Oh, come on, Blanche, you have to admit when you get to our age, there are people who can outwit us.
I gave him the car. I know exactly.
Have it hauled away and I'll split.
That does it. You don't have any choice. You're hauling that tree away, capiche?
You Italians have got some temper.
You Italians?
With disdain in his voice, he said it. Now you're gonna pay. Michael, have you eaten? Well, I haven't. Goodbye. Let's roll.
Sophia, we can't. We haven't all gotten our calls.
Oh, forget it. She's not going to call.
Hello?
Thanks, Dan.
Excuse us.
How much longer are you planning on staying in town, Biff?
Hard to tell.
Well, I'm going to keep my eye on you.
The sun was mighty hot today, wasn't it, Joe?
I'm sorry, Rose. I'm sorry. I forgot it was a full moon.
Are Michael and Lorraine here yet, Dorothy?
No, but they should be any minute.
You seem a little nervous.
Oh, I am.
Are you nervous because you haven't met Michael's feet?
Hi, what are you two doing here? I thought you had a Spanish class tonight.
We do, but we're not going. We dropped out.
Well, what about your promotion at the counseling center?
Oh, I can just forget about that. Norwegians are notoriously bad at Spanish.
I guess that's why there were no herring tacos.
And it was a... Oh, my God, he's just the sexiest man in television. And Burt Reynolds is the sexiest man in the movies. Oh, I cannot believe this. All that manliness in one room, in one crowded room, one hot, crowded room. Everybody's steamy bodies all pressed up against each other.
Blanche. Relax, you're about to set off the smoke detector.
Oh.
And Dad. Don't forget Dad.
I'm going down to that newspaper this minute. Not only am I going to get Chugga fired, if I hurry, I can get him to print a retraction in this afternoon's edition. 68.
And Dad.
What are people gonna think?
They'll think it's time to elect a new town.
Your chins too, Dorothy.
confused. Now, who exactly is Ricky?
Lucy's husband.
I thought Desi was...
Dorothy, maybe I ought to go to New York with you. New York is a writer's city. I could hang out at the Algonquin, talk to my colleagues, get the juices going.
Honey, I'm going just for 2 days to see a doctor. I've asked Rose to go with
You think you could be a little patient, Jamie?
Look, I know things move kind of slow here at Sunnybrook Farm, but we do have a plane to catch.
Into the kitchen.
What?
You heard me. Into the kitchen right now. Bandit. I ought to write that in my book, that lie. What you think, Rose? What page are you on?
Well, to tell you the truth, Blanche, I don't understand any of this. It doesn't seem to make any sense.
That makes sense. Since when are you a literary critic, Rose Nyland?
Well, I'm not.
You're from Minnesota. What have you read, for God's sake?
Blanche, I hope I can see you outside the hospital. Maybe we could have dinner some night?
Oh, well, do you really need to? I mean, do you really need to?
Well, I don't really need to.
But I'm sorry, but I can't.
Tender and compassionate, kindly and sympathetic and caring and understanding.
Stop babbling, you yuts. I'll do it. Picture it, Sicily, 1852.
Ma, I am in no mood, and besides, you weren't alive in 1852.
All of them with Napoleon complexes, something to prove.
And jobs, Blanche. They all had jobs.
In a diamond mine.
All I'm trying to say is we had fairy tales in St. Olaf that weren't violent, and they had positive role models. Like Gus in the recliner.
Well, I'll explain it all later. Right now, I have to go pour on a little Southern charm. And if that doesn't work, I might have to eat a little Yankee Crow.
I don't like the look on your face.
Around the set.
Come on, honey. We don't want to keep our dates waiting.
Wait, Blanche, honey, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, no, I never wear underwear.
I mean my jewelry.
Oh, forget it. Why paint the peacock?
Your sister.
Daughter, you're not her family. Why does everybody keep saying that? We share our lives together.
You share a house together.
Kirsten Adams?
Yes?
I'm Dr. Shrewsbury.
How's my mother? Is she going to be okay?
Your mother has to have a triple bypass.
Yeah, meanwhile, we really should get going.
Yeah, well, I'll call you next week, Mama. Happy Mother's Day.
Bye, sweetheart.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, right. And eyes and a carrot nose and a cucumber mouth. Do you think we should give him some broccoli hair?
Why not add a gold chain? We'll call it Sammy Potato Jr.
I do not know how I'll let you two talk me into this thing. Those kids are going to break everything in this house.
Come on, Blanche, you are...
I ought to give you a good talking to, but I'm just so glad you're all right. I'm willing to overlook this little incident. Now, come on, I want you to meet my friend.
Hello, David. I'm Dorothy. This is Rose.
Hello, David.
Hey, what's happening?
Well, anybody can make it sound unpleasant.
Dorothy, you are being irrational. Now, the bottom line is we're talking about your health. That is a very precious thing. The longer you put this surgery off, the more you may be risking your health. I just don't think that's a risk worth taking, do you?
Never known in my life.
That's not all. There's something else I don't like about him.
What?
I don't know. It's a hunch. I can't put my finger on it, but if I could, I would have to wash it.
Ma, do me one favor. Stay here until we're finished.
I can't believe you think your own mother would embarrass you.
We don't keep chicken soup here. We only have vegetable soup. And if that looks like vegetable soup, you're in a lot of trouble.
How are you gonna know it's mine?
I'll know it's yours because I'll put your name on it.
How old are you?
Too old for you.
Has he been your doctor ever since you...
Good night.
Ma, I am not gay. I just wanted to get your reaction.
I'll tell you the truth, Dorothy. If one of my kids was gay, I wouldn't love him one bit less. I would wish him all the happiness in the world.
It's because you're the greatest mother in the world.
George. Promise me one more thing.
What?
Promise me you'll never die.
Oh, it's nice to be with a real woman.
You didn't think I was too forward?
No, you were a perfect lady. And once again, don't worry about the pants. I know a lot of good tailors.
Hey, you started. Don't think I didn't notice you playing footsie with me under the table tonight.
No,
I used to think you'd give an old woman one last chance to regain her daughter's respect. Now I guess I'll just stick my head in the oven and see
right,
what...
Ma. Maybe guilt will work. But, Ma, this is the last time.
Oh, thanks, Pussycat. You won't regret it. Now, would you mind taking him out for a walk tonight? Do you think you can find out why I was left on this elevator?
You were just left here? What's your name?
Read it yourself. Right here on the bracelet.
Zulu, Queen of the Dwarf People.
Petrillo's the name. Sophia Petrillo. Can you get...
Was a little embarrassing.
I'll say you were 48 years old.
Well, it's all behind me now. I'll tell you, I really feel very comfortable on planes.
Good, because you'll probably have to take a dinky little plane to the Bahamas. They flutter, they shimmy, they wobble. You got a lot of guts.
Try to explain why we did it.
No, leave me alone.
Now, just be a second. Rose, we are not leaving this spot until we talk this out. I don't care if it takes all night.
How could you do this to me? I thought you were my friend.
We are, Rose, and what we did out of friendship.
Friendship? You made me look like...
Call the exterminator.
Oh, my gosh, that must be Lucy. All right, now, you all, please, no more rat talk. Lucy. Oh, get in here. I want you to...
He says he's in Miami on business and he wants to see you.
John Reddy called. I haven't heard from him in almost 40 years. Oh, I can't believe this.
Who's John Reddy?
Oh, there's a guy who humiliated me.
Could you narrow it down a bit, Dorothy?
Don't even think about it.
So what you're saying?
That never happened.
Oh, yes, it did. Blanche told me all about it.
She made it up.
I don't think so.
Look, nothing came of it. I did apologize to her.
And you lied to me.
Dorothy.
You lied to me about Blanche.
Dorothy, sweetheart, please try to understand. It was no big deal.
Ma, did you have a sardine sandwich for lunch again?
Dreyfus?
Ma, what the hell is Dreyfus doing here?
And Perry Simon, and they said, you know, we had our affiliates convention in Miami, and Selma Diamond and one of the other actresses on one of their series did this thing where they thought Miami Vice was Miami, not Doris Roberts.
And those look like Blanche's red shoes.
And aren't they her diamond earrings and gold bracelet?
That little floozy stole Blanche's clothes.
like having Agatha Christie right here in our kitchen.
Care to explain?
In the first place, it is unlikely that Gloria murdered her father. Statistics show that patricide is overwhelmingly a male crime, although daughters frequently murder their mothers. If Gloria had killed, is not your father. He has no idea who you are, and he's not about to come anywhere near this place.
That's not true. He's here in Miami. It's right in today's paper.
Well, she's right. He is in a golf tournament here.
Apology accepted.
Rose, what the hell? Men love my cupcakes.
Get a clue, Dorothy. Men would rather pay for cupcakes.
Let me tell you something, you Swedish meatball. Wait a minute. You're actually talking about cupcakes, aren't you?
It's been so long. Boy, you look... It's been so long.
I know, and you look exactly the way you did at our high school graduation. Of course, rumors were that you were 3 months pregnant. Transparent.
You're the one who always complains that her birthday parties are dull and boring. When I saw Mr. Ha-Ha's advertised on television, it looked like fun.
Yeah, for a 5-year-old, Rose, or someone who thinks like one.
I ruined your birthday.
Oh, no, you haven't. You haven't ruined it.
Good night, Grammy.
A medicine.
You took it after dinner, and then you went to sleep. Now, read me how much medicine you're supposed to take. I don't remember.
2 teaspoons every 6 hours.
That's wrong.
Ma, it's written here in black and white.
So, the pharmacist made a mistake. He's not perfect. If the man really knew what he was doing, he would be a doctor instead of just...
You refuse to see your daughter as an adult with the right to make her own decisions. Honey, you're going to have to learn to let go.
Yes, and the more you try to make her see things the way you see things, the more she'll resist. And then you run the risk of never seeing her again. And never seeing your grandchild. Never.
We all thought everybody was looking for a rowboat.
Rose, there's something I have to tell you, something I should have told you from the start.
What, Ernie? What's wrong?
Well, I was sort of hoping this weekend, this romantic setting might help.
No. You know, it's still pretty windy out there. I'm going to go outside and see if I can get airborne.
Well, I better get going, too.
Yeah, anymore. They say gay.
They say gay if a guy can sing the entire score of Gigi. But a 6'3", 200-pound married man with kids who likes to dress up like Dorothy Lamour, I think you have to go with queer.
Ma, I don't know. I mean, he must have had some deep psychological need and cross...
Hey, I gotta run. Bye-bye.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Blanche.
Honey, is something wrong?
Well, it's Miles. Lately, he's gotten... I don't know.
Rose, please.
I can't, Al.
We've been seeing each other for a month, Rose. I've never wanted anyone so much.
What about your place?
My sister's there. She's an insomniac. We'd have an audience.
Well, I can't let you stay here. I just can't.
Well, I simply can't.
Beendorf. Oh, it was just a platonic thing. We just went out to the movies and dinner. But when George came home on leave, he was furious. He accused me unjustly of infidelity while he was off fighting in some foreign land, some God-forsaken land where people didn't even believe in Jesus. And he forbade me ever to see Andrew again. So, of course, I didn't.
I wonder why it is people don't like to hire older women.
Probably makes them feel uncomfortable. You know, they feel like they're bossing their mothers around. Ma, stop that!
That's understandable.
Oh, Sophia, Dorothy wouldn't lie.
A mother knows when her child is lying. It's like back radar. Now, what did the doctor really say?
He said I have to have surgery.
Surgery for what?
For kicks, Rose. No, I have a condition called Morton's neuroma.
Oh, I think...
Oh, Ma, wait. Ma, no, don't. Ma, don't go. Ma, please, come back here. Ma, I do need you. I do need you. I'm sorry, I'm just cranky. Now, you're right, I am a lousy patient. I always have been. I remember when I was a little girl.
Aren't they the greatest?
Yes. Looks like I've been a good influence on them.
Excuse me, ladies. I need to inspect your bag.
I thought you need something to go in that skillet.
A car, we want a car.
No, a lifetime supply of soup. Yes, it's soup, and more soup, every kind you can imagine, and it's yours for the rest of your lifetime. Well, that's our show for today, folks. Contestants, come on down and get
to go out with him.
Did we just write one last farewell letter before he moves to Saskatchewan? And that's the end of Isaac Newton.
Isaac Newton?
It was the first name that came to mind.
Isaac Newton was the first name that came to mind.
I'm gonna go for what's behind the window.
Will you take window 1, window 2, or window 3?
Window 3, guy.
All right, Dorothy, but first, let's see what you didn't pick. Behind window 1, brand new living...
The funeral is for a neighbor.
Oh, well, my condolences.
Oh, no, there's no need. We didn't like her.
In fact, the whole neighborhood despised him.
Oh, I see. Well, how did she pass on?
She killed him.
Rough neighborhood.
Look, Mr. Pfeiffer.
To tell you the truth, I don't think that she'll remember me.
Ma, I'm sure you I hope that doesn't make you uncomfortable. Ma, what are you doing?
I'm rolling for my life.
Exactly the kind of guy you want to meet your mother. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring out a lady who actually claims to know which one is Siegfried and which one is Roy. Dorothy, show us your Zbornak!
You'll have to excuse me. I'm a little nervous.
Okay, Blanche.
I don't know why you all are so stingy with your ice cubes. They are free, aren't they?
Blanche.
Ernie, you notice how I keep interrupting you. It's because I don't want to hear what you're going to tell me. He called and canceled again, didn't he?
Sorry, Blanche.
Oh.
He told me to buy you anything you'd like.
Really? Well, then get out your phone book and open it to the jewelry section.
The amateur consultant had a few recommendations on how to improve my show.
They were only suggestions. Some ideas I had that I thought would help the show.
Oh, like changing the theme song?
Well, I mean, frankly, the lyrics are a bit inane.
I wrote those lyrics.
How did Dorothy get you? Rose, honey, would you pass me the tuffet?
Oh, with pleasure, Blanche. Did all that stuff come out of your purse?
No, I was also cleaning out my ears. That's where the phenom in the rain bonnet came from.
Sophia, why are you in such a bad mood?
Forgive me, Rose, but I haven't had sex in 15 years and it's starting to get on my nerves. And under the same roof with that miserable botchagaloop, and you know why.
See, years ago, Max and my father were business partners. They ran a pizza knish stand at Coney Island. One day, Pop came home and said that Max had gambled away the profits. Ooh. Well, they went broke. Ma never forgot. You are kidding, Rose.
No, that's how my mother taught me. How honey, didn't that give you a false impression about what a man would look like? It sure did. Can you imagine my surprise on my wedding night with Charlie?
It's awful.
Stinky.
Go to hell, all of you.
I will not have that filthy beast in my house. It belongs in a barnyard.
This is not a farm. It's something to do with my life. I never think of myself as old, but everyone else does. Maybe I am old and useless, and terrified. Well, anybody can make it sound unpleasant.
Dorothy, you are being irrational. Now, the bottom line is we're talking about your health. That is a very precious thing. The longer you put this surgery off, the more you may be risking your health. I just don't think that's a risk worth taking, do you?
We only fly over empty fields in Kentucky where fat guys in overalls named Cooley have just run out of gas.
I think we ought to call the authorities.
Rose, there is no such thing as a UFO.
They were probably looking for someone to bring up to the ship.
Fine. Now you stay out here, flag them down.
It is later the same day.
Hello? Oh, hi, Abby. I guess I owe you a little apology. You do? Well, yeah. I'll be right over.
Yeah, his name is Kid Pepe. That's right. Yeah, he's supposed to have a fight next week. Yeah, thank you. I will.
Okay, kid. There are 3 things you have to remember in the ring.
About me?
I don't see Blanche.
Oh, she said she'd be over right after her hair up. Quickly it goes.
Listen, Rose, honey, it's been a very tough night for all of us. So why don't we go home and rest, and we'll talk about your trip in the morning.
But Dorothy, don't you realize what happened? I died and came back. I was given a second chance. A chance to do all the things I've never done. A chance to live my life.
Call. It's your friend Milton.
No, I can't believe he's calling at this hour.
Well, you told him to call day or night.
I didn't mean it. It's an expression. Like laugh and the world laughs with you. Well, the whole world doesn't really laugh.
That's because they're too busy calling here in the middle of the night. Good night, Rose. Mom!
Yes! This really was a good idea. This is really fun.
Oh, shut up, Rose.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I buy.
Well, Rose, isn't that sweet? And I do love you for it, honey, but I just couldn't. I could never fit this trim little body into that big old tent of a dress they're gonna have to make for you.
I think you're gonna have to feed Buster for a while. Goodbye, Rose. And when you see me at work, don't say good morning, don't leave me those cheery notes, and please don't put on those little puppet shows over the partition. In fact, don't ever think of me again.
What are you looking for, Blanche?
Batteries. You know, I bought one of those subliminal self-esteem tapes, but my batteries are dead.
Oh, you don't need those trendy tapes, Blanche. No, I want to go. Lydia looked so peaceful.
We're not in this life for peace.
You're crying.
No, I'm not. I don't cry.
I can see your tears.
And I can see yours. You know what that tells me?
What?
You're not as ready to die as you think you are. You still want to live, kid.
Some kid.
They caught him on a billboard spray painting something obscene on Spuds MacKenzie.
The dog they use in those ads is really a female. Rocco was just making Spuds anatomically correct.
Ma, I'm telling you, the man is bad news. He has no... this money that you forgot to give to the IRS, what did you do with it?
I can't remember what I did with every penny. I know I gave some of it to charity.
Charitable deductions, Blanche, that's great. What was it, United Fund, Greenpeace, you remember?
In 1985, I bought the We Are the World album.
Yvonne, we are desperate women. You've got to help us.
I know just what you need. Aerobics. It's what I do.
But Yvonne, you're much younger than they are.
I know you'll love aerobics. It stretches every muscle in your body.
Honey, I've been...
Career.
Rose, you've got to put this in perspective. Count Bessie was a chicken. It's not as if Angela had fried up Doc Severinsen.
How you doing, Rose?
Not very good, Dorothy.
Oh, honey, now listen. You may not think so now, but in a few days you'll feel better.
I took you.
Look, Ma, you know what I'm talking about. You complain, you belittle.
You know, Dorothy, I think maybe you're being too hard on her. I know how difficult buying shoes can be. Sometimes you get yourself a really good-looking salesman and you try...
Say anything. We're not on camera that much. I mean, we can't let Rose lose her job.
We're back. Let's meet our panelists. Dorothy, a lesbian.
Why are you so cranky today?
I'm not cranky. I'm gassy. I had one of those Weight Watchers broccoli au gratins for lunch. Boy, that stuff's murder. I'm surprised Lynn Redgrave has a friend in the world.
Around?
No. With who?
Everyone.
Huh. Serves you right.
Blanche!
Well, it does. What goes around comes around.
Well, then I must have been really bad.
What do you mean?
Oh, my God, I don't believe it.
What?
Take a look. That's snow. Yeah, it's kind of light and wimpy, but it is snow.
A white Christmas in Miami? Can you beat that?
Oh, this calls for some Christmas music.
Let's go surfing.
I always heard psychiatrists could read your mind, but he didn't do that.
Because there's nothing in your mind to read.
Well, anyway, I liked him. He was very understanding.
Pay me $85. I'll be understanding.
I think they should name it after you. Zbornak syndrome.
Zbornak syndrome. That sounds like a chess move. Devereux's disease has a nice ring to it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it was just a thought.
It's him. Who? I can't believe it.
I saw him first, too.
I know.
Must you do that?
She can't help it, Blanche. She has to blow her nose. Or is that a banana?
I want to go give him a call.
Oh, gosh, she's really a character. She's also a cheap slut.
Hi, it's me, Stan.
I had a wonderful day. And thanks to Dorothy's expert tips, I made enough money to buy more art supplies.
Dorothy, I want to see you in the kitchen.
I'm sorry, Ma. I'm a little busy.
Fine. I'll eat a bowl of chili and we'll talk later in your bedroom.
Coming, Mother.
She's an idiot. I've got the perfect example. Dorothy was on her summer vacation looking for a part-time job. So she asks Rose to put her ad in the classifieds. Well, that was a mistake to begin with right away.
Rose, it is not here.
Look again, it has to be.
Rose, I have read every want ad in the paper. Mine is not here. Are you sure you drive
Ice cream.
My gosh, you're right. That is the best thing I have ever tasted.
Oh, this is delicious.
Come on, Ed. You walk out that door, Missy. You can forget about coming back. Lucy! Lucy! Oh, just one of the Donaldson boys trying to sell us a newspaper subscription again.
Oh, those Donaldson kids won't take no for an answer.
Neither would their father at our 4th of July barbecue.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jonathan Newman.
Are you absolutely sure who can't even afford her own place to live? Beam me up!
Beam me up, Dorothy, you believe?
Rose, they checked out what we saw, and it actually was a UFO.
Dorothy, where's...
That's not what I meant, exactly. No, she's going to the Bahamas with the college interviewer she met this afternoon.
It was you girls. Yes, you just let me carry on and be crazy, and you were right there through it all.
We live here.
But you were caring and supportive, and I want to thank you for it. I'm really lucky to have friends like you. Oh, the little rats are still here.
Yeah, the animal people are coming for them tomorrow.
No, they aren't.
No.
Now I lay me down to sleep. You know, I'd almost forgotten about that night.
With all of us cramped into that bed, I had to sleep in positions I never thought possible.
Me too.
She has a debilitating disease.
And it has a name. I am thrilled.
We all are.
Well, of course. Congratulations. Champagne it is.
I can't tell you what a relief it is to just be sick, not
Here. It was some treat. You made an old lady feel young again. You're okay.
We love you, Sophia.
Oh, we sure do.
This is nice to die with friends. I'm gonna close my eyes now, but I'm only resting.
No.
Oh. Look, I know my coming here hurt you, but this wasn't any picnic for me either. I'm angry too. I grew up not knowing anything about my father, who he was, what he was. I wish you could just tell me something about my father. Whether you like it or
I'm gonna do the only thing a good reporter can do. Get the story, no matter what. All right, and you just point your camera and do exactly as I say.
To the ring.
This'll be far enough. Thanks very much for making this evening a total.
We agreed we weren't going to read any more of Rose's diary.
That was only because we couldn't pry the lock off again. And then I remembered we had these pliers in the tool drawer.
Gangway, old people coming through.
What is all this? Thank you, Stan.
Blanche, would you care for something? Doesn't look like you're fighting the Battle of the Bulge.
Oh, ow. No, thank you, Stan.
Well then, I'd like to make a toast. Your attention, please, everybody. To my son-in-law and my daughter. May she be as happy with her new life mate as I am with mine.
Nothing.
What, the nothing? What's the nothing?
The nothing is a nothing. I mean, if it were something, I'd call it something. Besides, there are more important things to talk about. Is that Ramaki?
Dorothy, you're keeping a secret from us. I can't believe it. I tell you everything. I told you a secret last night.
What, that you're not a...
In your own words, Mrs. Petrillo, the words of a beautiful, dignified person who's got a wild bod for a chick her age. What kind of person is your daughter?
She put me in a home.
I didn't mean to just blurt it out, but I can explain. And I know you and your daughter must have a lot of questions.
You bet we do. And by the way, Dorothy's not my daughter. She's my lesbian lover.
Is he asleep?
You need any help?
We're going to have that baby till college.
So, how was dinner?
I'm still in shock.
What happened?
I just can't believe it.
What?
You know, you just never think you're going to hear that.
Blanche, tell me.
She's dying.
Have you seen my mother?
She mentioned something about having a headache. I think she's in her room.
Hanging herself.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Oh, how you feeling?
Oh, much better. Say, how about going out to dinner, have some fun?
Mama, can we talk for a minute?
I'll make the reservations. Where would you like to eat?
I want you to be part of...
Who can't even afford her own place to live? Beam me up!
Beam me up, Dorothy, you believe?
Rose, they checked out what we saw, and it actually was a UFO.
Dorothy, where...
And cherish her as long as you both shall live.
I do.
And Dorothy, do you take this man to be your wedded husband? Do you promise to love, support, and cherish him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
May we have the ring, please? Repeat after me. With this ring,
7:30, we want to get good seats.
Ma, what are you doing in here?
The searchlights were out, so I tunneled out of my room with a spoon.